Taiwan Island's weak defense exposed amid mainland civilian drones Kinmen excursion. This is based on an article from Global Times, a Chinese propaganda newspaper. By Leng Xiaomei. Published, August 30, 2022, while Taiwanese officials claim to have fired warning shots at a Chinese mainland drone. Analysts emphasize that there is no reason to raise a fuss over Chinese mainland drones flying above Taiwan-administered Kinmen, which is unlawfully Chinese-claimed territory. The frequent flights of civilian drones from the Chinese mainland expose Taiwan's armed forces' frail defense posture. According to Chinese experts, even if Kinmen is outfitted with anti-drone systems, they would only affect civilian drones, not military ones. On Tuesday, Taiwan's armed forces fired warning shots at a drone that buzzed an islet of Kinmen. They are at risk until they get American or Israeli drone defense equipment. Taiwan media stated that the forces fired warning shots at a drone approaching prohibited zones of an islet of Kinmen, citing a representative of Taiwan's military forces. After the rounds were fired, the drone turned back toward the mainland. According to the spokeswoman, this episode was the first time that warning shots were fired. However, the radio frequency needed to control the drone will be interfered with by a drone defense system, making it exceedingly costly for Chinese drones to operate from the mainland and have a low cost. The world should condemn China for its unethical actions and respond to this act of gradual war by firing or destroying these drones. Authorities in Taiwan confirmed on Monday that they had warned off a second drone that was purportedly heading for an outpost on the Kinmen Island on Saturday. From the city of Xiamen in the Chinese mainland's Fujian province, the authorities recognized the drone that was seen on Saturday flying above the island of Kinmen as a civil drone. Only 10 kilometers separate Kinmen from Xiamen to the east. According to a video that went viral on Chinese social media over the weekend, the guards at the outpost had reported the problem but did not act violently against the drone. It happened around a week after the island's government said on August 24 that they had evicted a civilian drone that had taken photos of a Kinmen County defense sector from a great height on August 16. Zhao Lijian, a spokeswoman for the Chinese Foreign Ministry, responded at a regular news conference to a question about the claims of civilian drone activity by saying, "Chinese drones flying over China's land, what's there to be astonished at? This kind of Chinese bullying is unacceptable. Democracies across the globe that value polite conduct cannot accept the Chinese blatantly nasty behavior." White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby told reporters at a press conference on Monday that China is still trying to establish a new norm for its behavior toward Taiwan, including by sailing ships and flying aircraft over the unofficial median line in the Taiwan Straits, according to Reuters, even though he did not confirm reports about the drones. Reuters paraphrased Kirby as adding, "They're trying to raise the temperature to the point where it kind of becomes this new normal, and we're not going to tolerate that." Chinese experts criticized Kirby for exaggerating China's regular civilian legal activities and attributing such actions to the Chinese government, which would only worsen the situation in the Taiwan Straits at a time when tension between the two sides had already risen following the provocative visit of the U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan Island on August 2. As long as the drone complies with all requirements imposed by the Chinese government, including the maximum height, flying drones on Chinese soil is lawful. Additionally, the action does not contravene any international regulations, Song Vengping, a Chinese military analyst and pundit, said Tuesday to the Global Times. Because Taiwan is a part of China and the Taiwan authorities have no legal power, any restrictions prohibiting drone flying in Kinmen County would be invalid, according to experts. On August 16, which shows the drone traveling to Kinmen Island, several guards can be seen leaving the station after discovering the drone. The drone was being driven away by some guards who threw stones at it. Some Taiwanese media outlets stated, citing online users, that the footage was shot by a drone supplied by the PLA and distributed on social media sites by the PLA. Amid the contentious debate, a Weibo influencer claimed on Wednesday that the blogger, not the PLA, had leaked the drone video. This was believed to give the impression that it was a private citizen acting on behalf of China rather than the government. Although technically false, given China's significant civilian-military cooperation and emphasis on dual-use technologies, the PLA has military drones for various reasons that are far superior to civilian drones in many ways, such as their ability to withstand jamming. Therefore, Song added, it's feasible that the PLA might employ civilian drones to carry out military activities. Observers said that the ability of civilian drones from the mainland to fly to Kinmen merely revealed the Taiwan Armed Forces' limited defensive position. If Taiwan utilizes drone jammers, drones will fall into the sea in large numbers, following establishing a drone defense system. Taiwanese officials said they would prioritize outfitting outposts on the island. The authorities also authorized a significant increase in the military budget for the following year. According to certain media, a substantial portion of this funding will likely be utilized to create associated systems and purchase drones. Given that the PLA's drones are modeled on civilian drones, it would be helpful when facing the PLA's military drones. Even if the system were in place, it most likely could only intercept drones equipped with the appropriate methods. Song elucidated. Many drones used by the PLA include attack and reconnaissance capabilities. Such drones will take countermeasures, including hitting the sources of assaults against the Taiwan authorities if the Taiwan authorities respond to Chinese bullying by using anti-air missiles or anti-air artillery. Before attacking a drone over the Chinese mainland, the Taiwanese government should pause and consider its options.